Hi you guys, it's Kelly K. How are you on this beautiful Atlanta day? And I'm just here taking a 34, and I went home for a second, had to do what I had to do there and get my apartment debugged or whatever, and I'm about to give up that thing anyway and whatever. Did some errands and got some food and came back here. So I am here, and today's gonna be a fun video. Actually, it's going to be how to stay awake on the road. Number one, listening to music. Now I know that sounds obvious, and many of us do it, whether it's on the radio, whether you have your own playlist, whether your playlist is playing through the radio, doesn't matter. Go ahead and get that blood pumping. I have no shame. Like, there'll be trucks driving by and they just be like, I don't know what they'd be like, but I can only imagine what the things going on in their head. Like, is she okay? Don't worry about anybody else. You're just out here trying to do your job. Go ahead and party by yourself, to yourself, in your ear. Listen to that good on me. Put on that playlist I know will get you bumping. Come on now. No shame over here. Don't even be shameful. Truckers passing by looking at you like you're crazy. Or even when YouTube Music may suggest things that are like a mix of like some old school and throwing some new school in there. Yeah, that's a good little playlist going on right there. Just keep doing your thing like, hey. Not with your head down. Listening to audiobooks. Now, audiobooks, not sponsored, but I do like audiobooks. Audiobooks are some form of audiobook. Doesn't have to be audiobooks, but it can be an audiobook, because there are free ones on YouTube that I found out. Especially the ones that are like mystery and kind of scary, but not scary, but really, oh, I want to know what happens next, really suspenseful. Listen to some audiobooks that are really interesting to you. Here is I'm gonna see if I can find some free ones for you guys. If so, I will list them right here or in the description box below. But there are some channels that I found that have some really good audiobooks that will really keep you entertained and really want you wanting more. Another thing that I found that works is listening to some comedy shows. So maybe, if you want to have a good laugh, keep your brain rolling and thinking, you can do, listen to, I don't know, who's comedic out here? I don't know, your favorite one is Dave Chappelle, or that one Asian guy, or Chris Rock, or whoever's out here, the guy with the doll in his hand, Dunner or something. Whatever, your favorite comedian, comedy shows are on YouTube, look it up. Even if there's never someone that you heard of, just look up comedy shows on YouTube or even on Netflix and just have it streaming while you're listening to it, and hopefully it's to your liking and have a good laugh. I know some comedy certainly has some, depending on the comedian, they'll make you think and laugh at the same time, like, oh yeah, you're right, So you listen to some comedy shows. Listen to something that is educational. Let's say you're interested in stocks or buying a house, or I don't know, buying a truck. Listen to things that that will edify you, to better your life and to better your finances, or to better you as a person. Listen to self-help things or something like that. That will definitely that should help you out. I know on some occasions it certainly does help me out. Even listen to things that you disagree with. I know that sounds weird. I know. Hear me out. But if you're disagree with something, or that there's an artist or a person or entertainer, or what do they call it, content creator out there, that you just know that half the things you disagree with on them, and then in your mind you already have the answer on the back of your head, that's something to listen to and then argue with yourself or out loud in your truck if you're solo to really keep your brain rolling. I know that sounds weird, but think about it. If you're disagreeing with someone and you're just like listening, be like, what the heck? What kind of, who does that? It really get you thinking. I don't know. It doesn't work all the time, but it certainly has worked for me in the past, where listen to someone that I just think that they're going all the way over here with, that I just had something on my face, whatever. They're going all the way over here with, it's just, that would definitely keep your brain rolling. Like, listen to some politics. And those are the things that are fun, that I like to consider fun, or more of the entertaining side that can keep you awake and pumping. Things that are not so entertaining that can help you while you're doing some of those things. Or take some caffeine pills. I know there's some caffeine pills out there. I forgot what they're called, but my friend uses them. But I will write them up right here. But they're like these little yellow pills, and they're caffeine pills. You can just pick up at Walmart. It's over the counter, and those may help you. I know I have friends that take Red Bull, and personally, Red Bull just doesn't help me out. It really doesn't. It's a joke to my body. Another thing that's a joke to me is caffeine, like coffee. Coffee is tasteful. It's yummy, but it doesn't work for me. It really is just nice to have, especially if you're cold and you want something warm down your throat, whatever. It's just coffee tastes good, but personally doesn't work for me. So while you're doing all those other activities that I mentioned earlier, go ahead and grab yourself a cup of Joe, or grab something, a caffeine, Red Bull, or whatever that will keep you awake. Something that has really high caffeine. Get yourself some Cuban coffee, like really good Cuban coffee. That stuff will make your eyes start jittering. Oh my goodness. Another thing that I take is really honestly for weight loss, because your girl needs some. But one thing that I noticed that really works is something called phenamine. Now, I'm not sure if you're even allowed to take that while you're driving. I don't see why not, because I guess because it keeps you awake, but that's the whole point. I only take them not to not eat, although that's what it's for, but it's to stay awake. It will keep me awake for at least 5 hours. And if I'm good for the first half of the 5 hours, and the other half of the 5 hours, I start to get a little shaky, not shaky, but like a little drowsy, a little fatigued, a little bit, I'd go ahead and pop a phenamine in, go to a truck stop, go inside, get my blood kind of, my body moving, stretch, whatever I got to do. And hopefully by then, when I start to drive again, it will start to sink in while I'm listening to like a show or something. So phenamine, you can get it at your local doctor's office, or a diet clinic. Actually, you can get it at a diet clinic. That's where I got mine, and it's called phenamine. It really works. And yeah, it does. It is for weight loss, so you can stop eating. I know that sounds weird, but it's to cut back on food. And believe me, it works, because sometimes I forget to eat. But since I am going to start IF, fasting, intermittent fasting soon, I don't even think I need that. But I do need it to at least stay awake. So it really does work for me. And maybe you can go to the diet doctor, get one yourself. What else works for me? Walk around the truck. Move those bodies, move those limbs, do a little sweat workout. Maybe you work out, go ahead, and maybe working out will help you just for temporarily, go ahead and do all those other things I said before. Do a little workout, and hopefully your body is awake, and you help it stay awake by get your brain cells moving with the other things I mentioned. Talking on the phone, I think this is number 7. I lost count. Talking on the phone, you guys, obviously, but it gets hard, because after certain hours, it's hard to find people to talk to, especially if they're living civilian life, meaning a 9 to 5, and then everyone normally goes to bed 10 p.m., 11 p.m., unless you have some friends that are night owls and they are talkative. Yes, I actually do have a friend that's quite talkative. She's a truck driver. I'm just like, you are helping me out, even though I'm listening to you. But if you got something good to say, go ahead. Sometimes it doesn't work. We were trying to keep each other awake. And sometimes it does not work. But sometimes it does. When it's an interesting conversation, especially with someone you don't always agree with, or just simple things with, about life, or someone has some drama, some tea to spill, that can be interesting. So yeah, that is another thing. Forgot what number that it was. And I already said listen to a podcast. Maybe, I'm not sure if I said that, but it does go along with the entertainment one, so I totally forgot. So listen to a podcast, you know, something that's interesting, something that will really keep your brain rolling, sing out loud, whatever. Yeah, all those things. So hopefully you guys got some pointers, and this can help you out while you are driving on the road and trying to stay awake these long hours. So let me know in the comments below, what are your methods to stay awake on the road? What do you guys do? I really want to know. Maybe I can add something new to my roster. Anyway, thank you for the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. See ya.